Hello, everybody! We're back with another God of War game. Taking place after the first game, we've got Ghost of Sparta.
Hey, it's Lacaniac! He's returned from the abyss!
After taking a dump in it.
Oh, wait. Where'd you take a poop? In the hole. Oh yeah, and my save, I'm still playing for it, so don't save over my save file.
Alright.
Do.
Kratos, the ghost of Sparta.
It's nice to
had
watch
taken
this
his
without the
place
cutscene
amongst
stuttering the
Olympian
whole time.
god of war.
Mm-hmm.
Bloodshed, the relentless battles, had finally brought him here. Ares was dead, and though Olympus beckoned, visions of his mortal
So when are we going to do
existence
Chains of
still
Olympus?
haunted him.
Maybe if the fans request it.
You don't feel like you'd do it, would you?
I just want to do Ghost of Sparta.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
You're not funny.
You're not funny.
You're not funny either.
I'm not funny.
You're damn right.
Kratos knew that this was not a mere vision. For with the gods, nothing was ever as it seemed.
I guess one reason I wanted to do Ghost of Sparta is because it takes place after the first game, so...
Timeline!
Yeah.
Which is why we're not doing Chains of Olympus, Ascension, or Sons of Sparta? Sons of Sparta, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, then again, we're playing the Mario games out of order.
Yeah, because you gotta play them in order to understand the story.
So we start with Mario 3, then go to Mario World, then back to Mario 3, then Mario World, and then Mario 1.
Yeah, let's just ignore 64 Sunshine on Galaxy 2.
Yeah, go straight to Galaxy 2 and not even play Galaxy 1.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a Galaxy One.
Upload to Nintendo.
Illumination deleted it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at this footage expecting it to go to 4x3 after the cutscene, knowing it's never going to do that.
Okay, analog stick is down here.
Yeah.
Viewers, can you tell I've never really played a PSP before?
Wait a minute, didn't you show footage of you playing GTA on PSP when you were reviewing the PSP God of War game on the PSP?
Yes.
No thanks, I'm good. Also, just to let you know, PSP games look much better on the actual console than the TV.
Yeah. Very pixelated compared to the HD remaster on the PlayStation 3.
Oh yeah. There's something about pixelated 3D models I find charming, like a Nintendo 64 or PlayStation.
How do you dodge?
Both buttons and move.
Ah, so both shoulder buttons and the movement.
Yep.
Okay, I think I can manage it.
They'll probably tell you eventually anyway. Oh, look at that, it's raining! Welcome to Ireland!
I mean, fitting, because we're in a stormy ocean.
Oh, so that's how you do that move. I kind of forgot about that move completely.
Yeah, if you press L1 and the circle button, Kratos will do a Spartan charge.
It's Wario Land! What have been this Wario Land before? I don't remember seeing it in that much in
No, it wouldn't be
the
the
other
Wario
ones.
Land 4.
Well, it definitely is in Wario Land 4 at least.
And then the charge just like go past enemies. It wouldn't
Oh
drag
no!
them. It
Oh,
doesn't drag.
it just you do attack enemies with it.
Yeah, but you don't drag them.
I wasn't really referring to the dragon part, but the dragon.
It goes down.
No, you used the meme at the wrong time. Yeah, this is more Titanic.
and Jill.
Jack and Jill went up the hill and then they effing drowned. The Titanic 2.
Yeah.
I will die on this hill to defend this movie.
Wait, the animated
Kratos
one?
is on the Titanic too.
The animated one is the first one. It's not a sequel.
No, but like there's like two animated versions.
I mean, it's as JonTron said. I guess somehow a real story about a boat sinking and people drowning or freezing to death makes for perfect entertainment material.
Yeah, remember Titanic 2?
Yeah.
And yeah, remember how it caused even more tragic deaths, and most of it was because it was using a third-party controller. And then they thought, oh, let's do it again. And then
Let's do that again, Shrek!
And
No!
and the same thing happened. It's like, dude. Wrong button.
Game, let me proceed. I can read.
I don't think it knows that.
Well, young Kratos didn't learn how to read yet.
That's a good one.
Oh, look at that. It's sunny now.
Owen's sweater. It's sometimes as random as an item box.
It's always as random as an item box.
It's not random if you choose custom items. If only you could do custom whatever.
And as that Luke guy said, doesn't Kratos know that all boat rides in Greece end in a wreck?
It's kind of like Pikmin. Apparently nobody can drive a ship.
Look how gold that blades are.
Yeah, this is probably my favorite look for the Blades of Chaos, or in this game, as they're called, the Blades of Athena. I really do love the gold on the blades with the blue magic.
Yeah, this kind of looks like an enemy from Duke Nukem Forever.
Well, Death Battle. Kratos versus Dukem Nukem.
Duke Nukem with like, who has a gun?
And for his neutral special, plays God of War.
Probably would.
For his neutral special, he does the Cyclone of Chaos.
I can feel Self a speedrunning this. Do you think he's played this game before?
Twice, actually. Once for the review, and second time when I was preparing for the God of War 3 review.
Which is interesting because PSP review came right before God
Yeah.
of War 3.
Yeah, but since, if you watch the review, you'll know that, Ghost of Sparta does have some good, story points that, give better subtext for God of War 2 and 3. Which is why I believe it's one of the greatest spin-off games ever made. Because it's how you do a spin-off. You add worthwhile lore, and also make it a fun game on its own, even though it's on a weaker hardware.
I will say this, Ratchet & Clank size matter, because I feel like its quality is like in between the two God of War PSP games.
Yeah, if I'm going to be honest, I'd probably say right now, God of War Ghost of Sparta is probably my third favorite God of War game, behind God of War 3 and Ragnarok. I'll have to play Ragnarok again though, since I haven't played it since 2023, but as it currently stands, I'd say Ragnarok is my personal favorite.
Oh my god. You got to read! You gotta read! You got to Christopher Reed! Hey, you wanna see something cool?
Press the circle button to get some action.
Later, it might. You know what I really don't like about the quick time events here? Is when you had to button mash, it then immediately goes to a quick time event.
You get used to it.
Ugh.
It could.
Yeah, you play the game, Shimoda Prime.
Do you want to play?
Not right now.
Alright.
I will say the checkpoints in the God of War games are surprisingly forgiving, because I was expecting them to be right where you save. You
Yeah, and I could be wrong, but I think God of War 3 does add an autosave, but I still wait till I reach a checkpoint anyways, because better safe than sorry.
Yeah, don't trust autosaves. They are only backup.
Yeah. Every game should have an autosave, and also a manual save.
You're missing the rope. There was a shadow too. Go under the water. There was something under the water. I think there's a. That's mine. That's mine. Oh yeah, for some reason it scrolls pretty fast.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't think it even scrolls that fast on the PlayStation 3.
Yeah. Go under water. I think there's something under the water.
How terrible is that voice?
Hello. It's me you're looking for. I can see it in your eyes.
This is like playing with a mini Wii U gamepad.
So like, where did you get that accent?
How would God of War 3 look on the Wii U?
How behind or ahead is the Wii U over the PlayStation 3? Because it's sort of like on par. I do know that Batman Arkham City does run like the frame rate does get choppy on the Wii U version, so. So I'm gonna guess that Wii U is a bit weaker than PlayStation 3.
Well, it couldn't
Yeah,
run Red
probably.
Dead Redemption.
I'd say a similar way of like similar like Nintendo Switch compared to PlayStation 4. Kind of.
Now, I'd say Switch is more power-wise. It's comparable to PlayStation 3 than PlayStation 4.
Yeah, fair
I mean,
enough.
just look at Mortal Kombat and Arkham Knight.
Fair enough, but you get what I mean. Like
Yeah.
how Wii U is weaker, probably going to be weaker than PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
Because I was kind of going at PlayStation Switch was weaker than a little bit weaker than PlayStation 4. Like that Octodad game, you couldn't get proper reflections in that game on the Wii U. But I can run Skylanders.
Yeah, I guess Skylanders are made with. Back then they were made with weaker hardware in mind.
Oh yeah, so much so that it kind of feels weird when you look at it on Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3. It feels like it was always made for the Wii.
Did you say 360?
Yes, I did. Why? What's wrong with that?
That's good.
Yeah, that is good. He looks ugly.
Oh yeah, I also love that they kept the grappling from God of War 2 and 3.
Yeah, it makes me wanna.
Any game with a grapple mechanic is peak.
Makes me want to spin a web of any size and catch thieves just like flies. Look out, he is the God of War.
Spins his blades, different forms.
Slices guys like a worm. Look out, he is the God of War.
Look out, he is the ghost of Sparta.
Wish we could come up with more lyrics. I'm trying to do that right now, but
Yeah.
I suck at it. Especially on the spots.
Yeah.
At least it's not as slow as Super Mario 64.
God of War Goes to Sparta is better than Mario 64.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, it's some.
I would definitely say that.
But but Mario 64 is definitely better than God of War 2018.
Disagree.
Mario is more athletic than Kratos when he.
But
got
does
there.
Mario have an axe?
He was going to wield a sword in Super Mario RPG. So.
But Nintendo said no!
No. Well,
They
yeah,
gave him a hammer.
yeah, they gave him a hammer. I think.
Honestly, more fitting.
Yeah.
Mario versus Kratos just because Mario has a hammer.
Yeah.
Just imagine the
King D-
Leviathan axe colliding with Mario's hammer. And if you think about it, it would be cool because Mario mostly uses fire-based powers with the Fire Flower, while Kratos' axe is an ice-based weapon.
What would the conversation between Kratos and Mario be?
Axe versus hammer.
The conversation, not the
Not to debate, and besides, Mario has other power-ups, so...
Oh yeah,
That
and
would
technically the Leviathan axe was made to counter Thor's hammer, so I guess it's interesting to think how would it fare against Mario's
Oh
hammer.
my god, what if Mario was able to lift Thor's hammer? Let's go! Da, 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 da. Someone please do an animation of that.
I did a drawing once of Sonic lifting Thor's hammer, and you know what I had him say? Ha ha ha! One!
God damn it.
Yeah, I like how these people are shouting, "It's the ghost of Sparta!" Again, clearly, Kratos has an infamous reputation throughout Greece.
So you could just kill him right now.
Yeah, but I'm not going to,
Why not?
because I don't need to.
Not even for the red orbs?
I think you just get health.
Oh.
I think you do get red orbs, so I could be wrong.
Oh yeah, thankfully they implemented God of War 3's mechanic where Kratos pushes objects at a much faster rate.
Yeah, this is much better than God of War 1. Hey, more enemies!
Like, just look at that boy go! Oh yeah, Shimoda, from what I'm playing of Tales of Berseria, I think I do like how you can customize the combos, but at the moment I guess I'm just trying to figure out what combos would work for me. Because as you can see, as a God of War fan, I do like good combos.
Yeah, I mean, look at
Yeah.
when he plays Street Fighter. Yeah, while in God of War, in Street Fighter you get combos, and in God of War you get command inputs.
In God of War, I dominate, but in Street Fighter, I get my ass handed to me.
You do know you need to create your combos in fighting games, right?
Oh crap! I didn't realize I was putting a different thumb on my fingerprint scanner phone, and it kind of just locked me out from the fingerprint scan.
Oh crap.
At least I'm still able to access my phone, but whoops! I wasn't even attempting to do it. Oh, he unlocked a sparkle.
You want a sparkle?
So, Retro, what's your thoughts on this game so far from what you played of it in your own time?
It's good. I will say this. I don't think I really, because of the Spartan shield and spear, I don't think I've really used the magic stuff here at all.
Yeah, this game honestly has one of the weaker magic rosters.
Yeah, heck, even as boring as that first magic you get in Chains of Olympus, at least I can still use it for crowd control.
Yeah, and you could probably tell from the Poseidon's Rage from God of War 1 that that's a much more useful magic ability.
Yeah. No, I will say I do prefer the boxing gloves in Chains of Olympus compared to the spear in Ghost of Sparta. Because it's
technically it's a gauntlet.
Whatever. Because it's nothing more satisfying than dunk,
Yeah.
dunk,
Yeah,
dunk.
yeah, that's why I like the boxing gloves in God of War 3. You just punch the crap out of enemies.
Dunk, dunk, dunk. And it's much better than the boxing gloves in Ratchet and Clank 1.
Did I even have one?
Hmm?
What's it like?
Your wrench is much better. Let's just say.
Well, I know that.
It's a very short range, and it doesn't really
Boy,
do
I
that.
can't freaking see.
Do you want to put the curtains down?
Oh, there we go. Now I can see.
Should we actually put the curtains
The
down?
temple of
Yeah.
Thanatos, the god of death, a vestige of a long forgotten time. Erected before the rule of the Olympians, this temple was not placed here by mortal hands. Within its walls,
There we go.
passage to the domain.
Hopefully, it's gonna look good in the Let's Play footage.
Yeah. Don't you just hate when you think you're going on a side path, but oh crap, you're actually going on the main path. I'm gonna miss a secret.
Yeah.
And in God of War, you need those red orbs.
You know something that was so stupid that I've been seeing lately?
Mm-hmm.
I know it's like on Reddit, but then again, like Reddit's the place where people's hopes and dreams die. At least in the second place. That's the second place to die. Well, it's minor, really, if I think about it.
You gotta get to the point.
Either way, you know what? You know what's so stupid and fascinating?
What?
Like, I don't really like doing it, but like, people were saying this one character from Chainsaw Man's characterization
Get out.
was
Yeah.
like, no, like, it's stupid. You know how stupid it is? They say the character's really off, all because of one scene.
What scene is that?
They were laughing in the fight. So I doubt any of you know the character Makima from Chainsaw Man.
Nope.
Nah.
Makima.
Yeah, I'm not
I
not very knowledgeable on Chainsaw
She has
Man.
red hair. Just
Oh
so
yeah, yep. I know the one you're talking about.
Chainsaw of Olympus.
Right. Anyway, but
Just
but I
going
don't,
showing chainsaw swords.
it's not
Like-
chainsaw swords.
No, I'm just totally. She's saying
That would-
chainsaws of Olympus. Guy just showing chainsaw swords around.
That would be a badass weapon.
Well, either way, the stupid thing is that people say that she's out of character because she laughs. I'm not joking, that's it. They say that her character is entirely off because of one damn scene where she just laughs in the fight. Even though she actually laughs in canon and is even shown to laugh mad during that scene in the canon. And yet people say it's worse. So, did they not watch Kratos vs. Astra?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
You know, I'm just making it clear, like, I read Chainsaw Man. So no, I think Makima was fine. She was in character.
Maybe they
And it made more sense in context in the fight. Because in the Chainsaw Man manga, she laughed because she was finally getting control of, well, the Chainsaw Man devil.
Maybe it got cut from the anime and they didn't know about the
No,
manga.
it's not there yet.
Ah.
You haven't reached that part.
Yeah. The Reze arc, you know the Reze arc movie?
Nope. I haven't watched it.
You at least know it.
Chainsaw Man movie?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what it's called. Reze arc.
Alright.
Yeah.
Reze Evil.
We have not gone to Makima's. It has not gone to the true identity of Makima yet in the anime.
Ah.
So people saying it's not in her character is fucking lying.
Alright, would this be considered spoilers for people who haven't watched already? Anime or manga?
I mean, yeah, but Death Bow's already spoiled it
Ah.
so by that count, Yeah, the only thing
Welcome
I'm
to
doing...
YouTube. Trust me, there's a whole lot of fucking people already spoiling it.
Besides, at the very least...
Welcome to the internet. Tread carefully.
Besides, at the very least, if I'm being careful, I'm not saying what Makima's true identity is, so at least people know that.
Luigi.
I'm also gonna say this, when Batman Arkham Knight was coming out, everyone knew who the Arkham Knight was. It was just so predictable.
Like, how badly was it hidden?
They introduced the character like 3/4 of the way through the main story.
Oh! It only shows up in the third quarter of the story?
Yeah, and this character was never mentioned in Arkham Asylum.
Hey!
Land Scream! And
Nice.
anyways, as I was saying, the Arkham Knight's true identity, this character was never once mentioned in Arkham Asylum or Arkham City, and they shoehorned him into the third quarter of the game's story. And Rocksteady literally lied and said, "Oh no, Arkham Knight's a new character, not an already existing Batman character."
I love when Kratos just gets slammed on the ground and it's just like just so cartoony, and it's all quick.
Spartan
as well.
splat.
Yas.
Okay,
Hello.
if I remember correctly, there should be a secret here.
In a save point?
There should be.
I ain't getting it today. I love how all the enemies just kind of stand around.
Waiting patiently their turn for a Spartan charge.
Yeah, I didn't know God of War was an RPG.
I mean, that would... I guess that would be an interesting new idea. I mean, they did hack and slash, then they did a Dark Souls style game.
And
Next game.
Metroidvania.
Next game should be in Japanese mythology with an RPG gameplay style.
What if it goes back and
And
forth?
with anime graphics. Because I really do want to see God of War in an anime art style.
And then it looks like that one cutscene from Ashura's Wrath.
Dear God.
I mean, but that's more like Buddhist and Hindu in mythology, not... That's what Asura's Wrath's mythology takes on.
You
You
get
missed-
what I mean.
Oh, I know what you mean.
You're messing out, man. You're messing out.
I get it, the Wizen scene's the very iconic scene. Not my favorite scene in the game, because there's other ones. I think you know exactly which scene is my favorite.
Yeah, I was talking about the terrible animated cutscene.
Oh god, oh my god, why?
I won't go.
So you really didn't get the joke.
No, I thought he was talking about the Wizen scene. I thought he
No, he was... the joke was, I said, I want to see God of War in an anime art style, and he said, that one chapter from Ashura's Wrath.
I thought he said Asura's Wrath. I didn't hear him say that one chapter.
I did say Ashura's Wrath.
No, I thought you said Asura's Wrath. I didn't hear you say that one
He only
chapter.
he only heard the one part of the sentence, not the full sentence.
Exactly.
Well, next time, pay attention in class.
But do you pay attention in class?
Do you?
Does anybody?
See, he makes a good point.
I say you missed the secrets.
Yes. Again, as I said, you think you're going on the secret path, but no, you're going on the main path, and now you can't go back for the secret!
God damn it!
Let's end it here.
No.
It's been 30 minutes, so we can end this part here.
We're going to do another part. How are we going to do 2 God of War games before we finish 2018?
We're in the end game for 2018.
Well, why hasn't it been finished?
Because
He's a stinker.
because we want to play other games.
Like Mario 1. Next, let's play! That'll do for this episode. If you liked it,
Like, comment, subscribe, and see you all next time.
we will.
No shit, Sherlock. We have a couple of other Let's Plays we would like to do in the near future.
Crap!